So I am using my old phone to be able to show you guys how Layla's eggs are doing. Okay, here's my old phone. I'm using this one, and I'm going to be using the flashlight on this one to handle Layla's eggs if she will so kindly let me. So we'll see how Layla feels about it. First of all, I'm gonna have to see if she'll be willing to get it. Mom. Hey Layla. Hi Mama. Hey, can I check your eggs real quick, Mamas? Do you mind? Do you mind? That Layla is not aggressive towards me when I come to her nest. Please don't attempt this with your geese at home, because chances are your geese will attack. Now, if she doesn't want me taking the egg, I know, Layla. I know, I know, I know, I know. Don't worry, Mama. You get it real back. See if we can see anything yet. Don't see anything in this one. Second, guys. I am multitasking here with two phones. One phone will give me complications. Layla's doing it. Check it out, guys. I just wanted to see if any of her eggs are showing life. And we have life. Do you see that kind of spider pattern? You see in the middle, there's like a dark area, dark little spot, and then you kind of see like what almost looks like webbing on the side or like spider legs or something going away from it. Those are blood vessels. And the center is the fetus of a gosling. Okay? So Layla is boys. Layla is successfully incubating her eggs. The other one, I wasn't here, Layla. Let me see. Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry, because I can't use the flash on the phone that I'm using. Layla, here you go, Mama. There you go. Let me see one more to see if this one's live, okay? Then I'm done. I promise. So now, see some of them? I'm not seeing any live. Now keep in mind, I did give her a couple of eggs 3 days late. I'm sorry, 3 eggs a couple days later. So these eggs could very well be developing. We just don't see it yet. So this does not mean that they won't develop. It just means that for now, they have yet to develop. Slide. I'm sorry. I don't see anything in this one. At least one of them is developing. That's all I wanted to see, really, to be honest. That was my main thing. I wanted to make sure that Layla had at least one egg that was developing for her. Yes, yes, Mama. I know. Here it is. Here it is, Mama. Here you go. Here you go. There you go. You got it back. You got it, girl. You got it. You got your egg back. Here. Let me move that over for you. Here. There you go. They're all back under. Look. I have no eggs. I have no eggs. Yes, Mama. I have no eggs. It's okay. Layla has been a very good mama. She's been, sorry. She's been super protective. Let me go ahead and turn on the flashlight on the phone that I'm on the live on. So Layla has been an absolutely great mama. She's been sitting on her eggs pretty much nonstop. She gets up once in a blue moon to take a little bath, to grab something to eat, and to grab something to drink, and then she runs back to her nest. Now, she does have a little water station, as you can see, she's using it right now, and a little food station that I've placed right next to her nest. Wild geese obviously don't have that kind of access when they're sitting on their nests. And geese will literally, like normally, geese will eat for a huge portion of the day. They'll be foraging, constantly eating, but a mama goose will sit on her nest for literally, let's see, 23 hours and 45 minutes out of every day. And she'll do this for approximately 28 to 34 days, depending on the breed. That's just an average. She'll continuously fix her nest constantly. Layla has let me help her. She's let me approach and be, in a way, almost part of it. She's not biting me. Like, if she was mad at me, she'd be hissing and biting. And I've shown this on other lives before where um, the cats approach or some of the chickens approach, and she just loses it. So this kind of behavior is actually not normal. I do not recommend that you do this with your geese. I'm trying to maintain a good level of trust with her nest and everything. I actually videoed. She actually had me help her cover her eggs one day when I forced her off the nest to go eat and drink something and take a quick bath because she hadn't been for over 24 hours. And that's not good. She was so dedicated to sitting in the nest. Here's our eggs. Yes, Layla, you do so good. You do so good. Yes, Mama. And you know, the crazy thing is, if a chicken laid an egg in there, she'd probably just add it on. Like, I can even test this theory with you guys. Look, this is a ceramic chicken egg. You see that? She's a mama right now. She doesn't care about the size of the egg. She doesn't care where it came from. All she cares about is that it's an egg. And she's going to continue caring for it. So I went ahead and made that disappear again. And it's not like she doesn't know. I mean, I don't doubt she realized that I gave her something and took it away again. My point is that because it looks like an egg, she's just going to accept it. And if a duck or a chicken were to come and lay an egg in a goose's nest while the goose is out, like getting something to eat for 10 to 20 minutes, that little bit of time that she does spend away from her nest, the goose will literally just include that egg in her batch many, many times. Like, more often than not, to the best of my knowledge, they'll just include it in their batch, which is kind of interesting in my opinion, you know? Here, Mama. She'll position everything perfectly how she wants it. She'll work hard on it, and she'll make sure that the down is where she wants it, that her eggs are how she wants them, that her nest is situated how she wants them. She's currently turning her eggs and working on them to make sure that they're all getting that movement, to make sure that the developing embryos do not get stuck in one area. It's actually really important. That's why it is so vital that when you incubate eggs, that you actually turn them on a regular basis. Um, Goose eggs need to be turned a minimum of 3 times a day. I like to I like to turn my goose eggs once in the incubator. I like to turn them 3 times, 2 to 3 times a day by hand, where I completely turn them And then I also have an automatic turner that's in my incubator that also helps kind of roll them around a little bit and keep them moving every so often. But Layla has done a great job, and I wanted to give you guys a little update on how our eggs are doing. Um, I wouldn't be able to do this if Layla wasn't so friendly with me. So this is, like I said, this is an exception. This is not the normal. Geese are ultra protective of their nests. She attacks everything else that comes over here to her nest, like any other thing, like a chicken or a cat or whatever else she attacks. For some reason, she doesn't attack me. I don't know if this is because her previous owners tended to interact with her at our nests, or if she just trusts me for some reason, or if this is just her temperament, or if this is common for American buffs. I have no idea. But the fact is that generally, geese in general will not let you approach or mess with their nest if they're there. Most of the time, you have a gander present as well that will be attacking you, and the mother will be biting and hissing at you as well. So, and as you can see, she does not hiss at me, and she really doesn't bite at me or anything. I have no idea what those things on her face are. She's had these little strange marks on her face since we first got her a while back. I don't know what they are. Initially, they were like scabs and stuff, and then the scabs came off, and then underneath, she's had these little spots there. I think those are little tiny scrapes and injuries that she got from being in a kennel, on the wagon. Not wagon. What are they called? The trailer that she was in, because she was in similar to this, like a metal kennel. Very similar to this, actually. A metal kennel, um, with two other geese. It was smaller than this one, more similar to my other one, in size, and in on a, like, what I would say a farm or horse trailer, the ones that have the bars. Anyway, I assume that she probably injured her beak a little bit, on the wire, like sticking her beak through it, because the wire from those ones are usually smaller. Hey, Blue. I let Blue out. Blue was showing some issues with her leg earlier today. Hi, Blue. Hi, Blue. Hi, Blue. See, Blue does not really enjoy being touched. Notice how she's just like pulling away. She doesn't like it. Charlie is kind of more like, she'll let me touch her and then she'll like walk away. But usually Blue runs off. Now Blue is showing herself a corner where she wants to sleep right now. But when I let her out of the cage, she did not show any signs of limp anymore. She was limping earlier today and trying to keep her weight off of her right leg. Um, I'm not really seeing any major swelling. I didn't see any signs of bumblefoot or anything like that. I did lock her up the rest of the day, and I decided to let her out for the evening time because she was pretty stressed about wanting to be with Farley and Pretty Bird. And so I figured, since they're just going to be laying there and sleeping for the majority of the night, and it's going to be dark in here, completely pitch dark, I was going to let her sleep with Pretty Bird and with Charlie so that she hopefully feels a little bit more comfortable. Um, and also the reason I was going to let her be out is because she's not showing any signs of limping. So at this point, so I will, reassess again in the morning, and hopefully we're done with it. And it was just a moment of just tripping or something. The Ganders were fighting pretty hard last night, apparently. Delta had a little bit of a bloody beak and was terrified of Pretty Bird afterwards. And he's completely fine. You can see that his beak is okay. He's got a little bit of a little scratch on there, a little scab. Okay, his beak is not cracked. That's the most important part, really. And he's gonna be, he's mostly back to normal. Now, the only difference is that he's really not wanting to go anywhere near Pretty Bird much, because apparently I think the injury was caused by Pretty Bird. Delta has been very relentless. Delta and Echo actually have been very relentless about attacking Pretty Bird. So I think what happened is that go really hard on him and got a hold of his beak. And he got a hold of his beak and bit his beak, which caused him to get hurt, which resulted in Delta to back off, which resulted in Pretty Bird to win the fight. And since Echo follows Delta's lead, always follows Delta's lead. I mean, Echo does not appear to make any of his own decisions. um, they even fight him together, like they team up against him. So honestly, part of me is a little bit relieved that they haven't been attacking Pretty Bird since, and Pretty Bird hasn't been attacking them. So they've just kind of been getting out of each other's way today, which has been strange. Also, kind of refreshing in that sense that they haven't been getting at each other's throats. But like I said, at the same time, I don't want my gappers getting hurt or anything. It's okay, Gunner. It's just me. And the barking ends. My neighbor's dog, he'll bark if he hears or sees something in the yard, even in my yard. And I absolutely love him. Don't care neither here nor there about the yappers, the smaller dogs that kind of bark a lot. But Gunner, he's actually been really helpful. Having a dog next door who recognizes you, right? So he doesn't really bark at you if he knows it's you, but who is for dogs and other people. It has been very helpful, especially since in our neighborhood, we've been having a lot of loose dogs happening lately. Some of them being very prey driven. And we're talking like them getting out on like a daily basis for weeks now. So, and some of them dogs trying to get in my yard and trying to get to my birds. It's been really great to have Gunner next door. And I've been starting to pick up on the differences between this bark. Like, how like a dog like kind of freak out or whatever if there's like a certain situation going on. But like if it's something else, like an excitement bark, it sounds a little bit different. If you have a dog, you may have noticed that, as in there's different barks for different scenarios. Um, I've now picked up on. Goodness, my goodness, boys, shush, shush, watch your feet. Don't want to step on your feet. You be careful, please. Here, Layla. Night, night, Layla. Night, night, Layla. Such a good girl. All righty. Layla's gone minding. Hey, Squirrel. What you doing, little one? Anyway. What's up, Charlie? What? Anyway, so, yeah. Like I said, Gunner's been really great about announcing when there are other dogs in the neighborhood that are loose and just running around. And it's really been helping when it comes to keeping my birds safe. Because I've really been getting the hang of what bark means what, in the sense that I've figured out that a certain more growly bark is usually in reference to a loose dog being out there. And it helps a lot. Pretty bird, you have to let me walk, Shade. Excuse me, let me walk. Let me walk, buddy. Are you happy now you got your water? Okay, got it. Really? Back at the feet? Come on, man. Come on, man. Quit it, dude. Anyway. Oh, man. I sure have been stressful these last couple of days. All kinds of lovely surprises. Pretty bird, get over yourself. There you go, boys. Yes, that's your water. That's your water. Yes, Delta, that's your water. Yes, Echo. There's your num num. Hi, Echo. Hi, sweet boy. Hey, Pipar. You are so hyper tonight. My goodness, you're usually relaxed by now. What's going on, buddy? What's going on? What's going on? You excited? Yeah, you got Blue back? Yeah. Hi, Blue. Hi, Charlie. An opportunity to see what a Canada goose's eyelid looks like. Look at that. Did you guys know that the eyelid of a Canada goose is white? How cool is that? Isn't that cute? And it goes up from the bottom instead of going down from the top. Night, night. Night, night, Charlie. Night, night. Night, night, Blue. She's so tired. She's dozing off. She's like, I don't want to go to sleep. No, no, wait. It's such a good. I'm awake. Oh, wait, I'm sleeping. Anyways, you don't get to see this as often. Most of the time, they've got their heads just tucked away in their wings. Once in a while, you see them falling asleep like this. And I think it's the funniest thing. Well, not the funniest, but the cutest. I think it's adorable when they just kind of sit there and they're kind of trying to stay awake. They're kind of falling asleep. And their little eyelids just go up. They actually have a second eyelid. You guys have probably seen or heard of this in reptiles. Well, birds have them too. Waterfowl, at least. Actually, several birds have them. Anyways, waterfowl definitely have another eyelid. It literally looks like goggles. There's whole other set of eyelids that covered their eye, and it's just this like membrane. My understanding, humans have to have one too. But it's just this membrane around their eye. And sometimes you can tell it does. I actually have old videos of Pretty Bird when he used to love showers, when he was still an indoor goose. And he would go in the shower, and you could literally see that membrane going over his eye over and over and over again. So if you guys check out videos from like 2-3 years ago, you guys will find that there are videos of Pretty Bird in the shower where you'll be able to see that happening if you're curious. That's Pretty Bird? Hmm? Hi, handsome. Hi, handsome. And you're gonna randomly see their eyes go milky. That's because their eyelid closes. The second one, not the main one. That other one will randomly close. And just cover their eyes if you look close with your hand or something. Anyway, that is going to be it for tonight. I am going to go to bed now. You guys are all tuckered in. Yeah, Pretty Bird's happy to have Blue back. All right, night night, babies. But Blue appears to be doing better so far, so I'll update you guys again tomorrow. I'll probably be live somewhere between noon and 3 o'clock. It's usually when I come out for my chores, somewhere around that corner. So I will let you guys know then how Blue's doing. If she's not showing any issues tomorrow, I might let her just be with them so she doesn't stress herself. Just go to sleep, Charlie. Charlie, just go to sleep. Tuck your head in, mamas. Go night night. Night night, Pibbird. Night night. Charlie's eyes all white because he's past it. Night night, Pibbird. Pretty bird. Pretty bird. Night night. Night night. All right. Good night, guys. I will see you tomorrow. Kitty, you gotta go out of the aviary. You know better. You too. Come on, Muffin. Come on, kitties. Out. Come on, kitties. Hey, kitties. Yes, kitties. Yeah, come on. You gotta get out. Come on now. I'll put you on the door so you're not right in the mud. We gotta go. Alrighty, y'all. Wait, forgot. Second vanity wants to be attached. The door closed. Like strangely cold. The cold front, you know. Alrighty, y'all. Have a good night. Oh, wait. Oh, darn it. Oh, darn it. Darn it. I forgot the feed. I forgot the feed. I put the feed back in. Leftovers today. I did refill it again later. So, had like, what, 3 servings today? Because my second serving was anything early, which was strange. They were obviously hungry, or hungrier today. So I decided to let them have it and just gave them more feed. Whatever's left over, they'll eat it tomorrow. I put it inside of the aviary. Woo! So so other birds don't come in eating their food and it doesn't get contaminated with some bird disease or something. So anyway, y'all, have a beautiful night. Hi, Keisha. It's your poofy tail. The water turned off. I appreciate anybody who stopped by. Short live tonight compared to usually. I'm out here like an hour and a half or something. Anyway, y'all have a good night. Good night.